Hey everybody, I'm Craven and I need your thoughts. Please, if you would, find this interesting, find a little bit of information you didn't know before, like, comment, subscribe. Hit the little subscribe button. Got a lot of people that aren't doing that, but are watching the videos. So I appreciate the watches, but appreciate the subscriptions as well. Hit the little bell to be able to be notified every time one of my videos come out, if you get something out of it. So today I've got a few supplies here, and I'll break to that here in a second. We have a cage here, some wire and tools, and now we'll get to say what we're going to do with this. So my biggest concern is a CME or a coronal mass ejection. An EMP does the same thing, but I'm not really worried about nuclear war. I seriously don't think that we will get into one anytime in the near future. That being said, we're heading towards, in the next 3 to 5 years, another coronal or the solar maximum, at which time more solar flares go out than normal times, and so the probability of a CME or coronal mass ejection increases dramatically. Now, there's the Congress has got a board panel about EMP and CMEs. It goes through all the different problems that would happen. Basically, if you grind it all down, they think that if we don't protect the power grid, that the power grid will go down and be down for years. And in the first year, 90% of the population will die. So I don't want to be part of that 90%. So here we go. So you saw the cage a moment ago. Now the wire is just a 3-prong plug. Now this only works if you have a house like mine that is properly wired with, and all the outlets are grounded, and they have protection by a long, I think it's a 12-foot long copper pipe that we put in the ground. But what you want to do is you want to take and strip back a couple of these. So by taking this wire, wrapping it around the corners, make sure you scrape, and I'm not going to do that on this one because it's a brand new place to put my little puppy while I'm gone. So you wrap that around the corners after you scraped it a little bit, cut it, strip off another section, take that, and do any other corners. Now, what you're building is a Faraday cage. At the bottom, let's see if we can do this real quick. At the bottom is a plastic plate that's going to be non-conductive to electricity. The CMEs, the wave that it puts off that is damaging, is about 15 megahertz. And having a 15 megahertz signal, the wavelength is small enough that it would be best if you wrap this whole thing as well in tinfoil. I'd get industrial strength tinfoil. Can never be too careful. However, according to everything, as long as you don't have your electronics right at the outside edge, even this cage, with as big a holes as it's got in it, should work. Now, the plug-in. What is the plug-in for? Well, the plug-in may be completely worthless. And I say that because there's just not enough information to prove what it is that we need exactly to block a CME, electrical discharge. But I'm trying to be more safe than sorry, keep my special electronics in there. But that 3-prong plug, I'm going to take the plugs out. I'm going to take 2 of the plugs out. And as you can see, now there's only 1 plug left. We take the grounding wire, wrap it around the metal. Well, let's strip just a little bit more off of here. And I would scrape this down so that it's making full contact with metal, not on the paint. But it's just my budget, not everybody else's budget. So now you've got that, and this will simply plug in to a standard outlet that I have in the house that is fully grounded. Everything in the house was properly wired so that it is fully grounded. Now, there's an easier way to all this. You can do this, and it costs a few dollars. Not very much, but it would cost a few dollars. Go to a appliance store that sells used appliances. See if they have any broken microwaves. Buy a broken microwave off of them. It already has established in the microwave a Faraday cage. That's the way it doesn't nuke you when you're nuking the food. So, yeah, buy a broken microwave with a 3rd prong, plug it in, like due to the plug in what I did there, plug it into the wall, or run a wire outside to a grounding post to be able to put your computer, your any external hard drives, anything that's electronic that you want to have work, hand radios. You can do this by putting a lot of your stuff into a metal ammo box, wiring the metal ammo box with the cord the same way we just did, and again putting a rubber base in the bottom of the metal ammo box, and you have again another Faraday cage. Lots of easy ways to do it. This isn't necessarily what I would do, because I have all my stuff on paper. That way, no matter what happens, I have hard copy paper to go back to. And I've got stacks of vinyl records to play on a hand cranked stereo. So yeah, I'm kind of set for if this happens. But there are a lot of nice pictures and things that I have on digital that would be nice to keep for a while. Of course, if the grid goes down, it could be years before it's back up. And at that point, most of our society, well, I already told you what the government says about that. So that's the story for today. Like, comment, subscribe if you learned something new. Throw me a comment, but hit that subscribe button, put that notification bell. And I'm Craven, and I need your thoughts. Send them to me. I appreciate y'all. Bye.